It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Harland Brewing Company, and it's a can of their Waimea Haze, coming in at 7% ABV. It's a limited release. They're based in San Diego, California. It's a 1 pint, 16 fluid ounce can, just mentioned, 7% ABV. And I want to say a massive thank you to Chris in San Diego and Steve in Manchester. Thank you, fellas. Unbelievable to be able to get hold of some of these incredible beers. Ooh. Fresh from San Diego in America. It's an amazing gesture, really, to be, I mean, no other way possible, unless I kind of made my way over to America there, is it possible for me to get this beer as super fresh as this. So a massive thank you to Steve and Chris. Chris sent it from San Diego to Steve. Steve sent it from England, UK, over to me in Wales. Amazing. So we got a one finger whitehead. This is my first beer from Harland Brewing Company. One finger whitehead. Look at the colour on that. Look at that. It's almost hard to describe that appearance. I'm almost tempted to say flour. You know, obviously there's no flour thrown into this beer, but you know, when you make pastry or you make a cake and you use flour, it's almost got that kind of resemblance that someone's thrown some flour in my beer. I'm smiling, no? I'm smiling because I'm really pleased that the beer looks like this. It means it's absolutely unfiltered, unfined. I mean, look at that. Hazy, straw-coloured beer. Lots of haze. That's the best way I can describe it. With a lovely one-finger fluffy head. Good levels of carbonation. Let's get that all-important aroma. Smells bonkers. Smells absolutely incredible. Just so fresh. It's like ripping open a fruit of some kind. Orange or grapefruit. Just ripping it in half. Grabbing the fruit, and circular fruit, and just digging your fingers into the top of the fruit and then just tearing it apart. Super fresh. Aroma's very tropical. Bit of mango, passion fruit. Should we dive in? Cheers, everybody. Oh, I gotta put that down. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. What a fantastic beer that is. It's just super fresh, super drinkable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff. It's all hop flavour. There's so much hop flavour that it kind of almost wants to be this bitter beer. It's not this bitter beer. The flavours are smack bang in the middle, but they carry on and carry on and carry on for so long that it ends up going to that kind of end of taste, end of palate. A little bit of carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. Just incredible. The mouthfeel on the beer is just unbelievable. Well, what I'd like to do now, get that nose, as I mean, look at the fruit flies, they're going nuts for it. What I want to do now is I exhale and I inhale and drink at the same time through my nose. And that way you're getting all of them wonderful aromas and you're getting all that wonderful taste all in one big mouthful, and it's one big experience. There is a little bit of bitterness on the back end. There's bound to be a little bit of bitterness on the back end because, of course, it's hops. Whether I know some breweries now, really interesting thing. Some breweries are now, they're not using any hops at all to bitter the beer. It's all going in kind of at the end in the fermentation, that kind of double dry hopping style. But even if they didn't use any of the hops to do any bittering, hops are naturally kind of, you're going to get a little bit of bitterness anyway. So there is a balance there. What I'm trying to say is there's a little bit of sweetness from the malt coming through, light kind of cracker bread flavours, and then, yeah, that balances over then from the sweetness over to the flavour in the middle, and then a little bit of bitterness on the back end. Not too much bitterness, but enough bitterness to make it fantastic. Harland, embodying the spirit of rolling up your sleeves to get the job done. Interesting. Quality brewed, San Diego, California, United States. A hazy India Pale Ale. Ah, here we are. Oh, it's just a government warning on the side of the can. I thought we were going to have some kind of description, but just that stuff on the side of the can. Pregnant women shouldn't drive tractors, you know, that sort of thing, and drink beer. Stuff that has to go on the side of cans. Not just in America, but I suppose all over the world these days. Just where we are, I suppose, with public information. Look at the beer. Look at that. It's a rocket back and forth. You can see that carbonation chasing the head of the glass. Wonderful lacing. Great body. I've not talked about the body of the beer. Bound to have been brewed with oats, without a shadow of a doubt. Bound to have been brewed with oats. You get that rich, creamy kind of mouthfeel that really kind of works with this style of beer. It's really good. It's really good. It's a privilege, really. I mean, yeah, just to stand here in my little kitchen in Wales, drinking some amazing beer from all over the world. There's always been a privilege. It always will. There will never be a day when I take this for granted. There will never be a day where I take this for granted. It's such a pleasure. It really is such a pleasure to drink some. I mean, we've drunk some beer, fantastic beer from Belgium and Germany and France and all over America, all over the UK, Poland, Sweden, Norway, Finland. Have I missed anyone? Brazil, all over the world, Colombia. We've drunk some incredible beer from all over the world. And I gotta, at this stage, thank the people who actively kind of course, thank the viewers for watching. That's first and foremost. Really appreciate you tuning into our videos. It wouldn't work without you. But then being sent beer, you know, somebody's found the channel, started watching and gone, I like this channel enough to want to contribute to it and send beer into the channel. It's just, it will never, it still amazes me to this day. I really appreciate it. Cheers everybody, thank you. Shall we give this a rating? Super juicy, super drinkable. This American style IPA has evolved over the years. It's gone from being kind of super bitter to not much bitterness at all and loads of flavour. I like this new style of brewing. I also like the kind of the old-fashioned kick-in double IPA versions of these beers. I also like the kind of I see hazy beers now, and there's loads of flavour in the middle, but they've actually added a little bit of kind of bitterness on the back end, and that's another interesting concept. I like that as well. But for this, it's fantastic. Loads and loads of passion fruit and mango and citrus and orange peel and fleshy blood orange in the middle. It's terrific, terrific mouthfeel. Carbonation pushes around the mouth is really, really good. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!